Hi, I'm Michelle from NerdyMomsUnited.com, and today we're going to talk about how to fix Elementor when it's stuck on the loading screen. When I was looking into this problem for myself, there were so many different ways to fix it out there. So I decided to put it all together in a 4-part video series just to make it a little easier to understand. Now, some of the steps are super easy that anyone could do, and some of them require a little bit of more technical help. But don't worry, I'm here to help you out. Stick to the end, I have something special for you. Let's check it out. How to fix Elementor stuck on the loading screen, part 1. Now, Elementor can be stuck for many reasons. These are the easy to do fixes, and I'm going to walk you through all 6 of these steps so that way we can get through this. Usually most of the issues you're dealing with Elementor for this problem can be fixed in one of these 6 steps. If you still have a problem after these 6 steps, then you're going to want to go to video 2. If you want to find all these troubleshooting steps for video 1, you can check out my blog here at NerdyMomsUnited.com, post Elementor stuck on loading screen part 1. Don't worry, you don't have to type this out. I will leave a link for you below the video so that way you can get to it. Okay, first we're going to try to load Elementor in safe mode. A lot of times when you are opening up your Elementor, it comes up with the loading screen and then you'll see this little box in the bottom left hand corner saying enable safe mode. I'm sorry for the picture, I know it's a little blurry. You can easily click the green button for it to do that for you. If it's still stuck, get out of Elementor and go back to your WordPress dashboard. Here all you do is go and find your Elementor link on your left side navigation. You click on that and you click on Tools. From there, you want to make sure you're in the General tab. It usually opens up in that tab first. And the third item from the top is Safe Mode. Make sure you click on the drop down and click Enable. From there, you want to click the Save Changes button. Then we're going to go back to the page you were trying to edit before by going to Pages and clicking on Edit with Elementor. While it's loading up, you're going to see this message. This is telling you that your safe mode is turned on. Let Elementor try to finish loading and see if it finishes loading. If it doesn't, that's okay. I'm going to take you through the next steps. Try using Elementor in a different browser, or the browser you're using had an update that's conflicting with the code with Elementor. This is a common issue I usually run into with Chrome. Chrome is the most common browser I use when working on my website, since I usually have less issues with Chrome, but Chrome is known to have issues with Elementor. When you're having these issues, then you will want to use Edge and Firefox to test to see if you're having that same issue with Elementor. And to do that, you just open up your WordPress dashboard in Edge or Firefox, and then you just click on the Pages link, and then find the page you want to change and click on Edit with Elementor. If your Elementor loads right up, then you know it's an issue with the Chrome browser or the browser you previously was using. You can easily send a little email to Elementor and let them know that it's no longer working or it's having some conflicts because it was recently updated, and they will work on that issue. A lot of times they'll also tell you to clear your browser, depending on the main browser you use. Don't worry, we're going to get into that a little bit later. Caching on your WordPress host needs to be cleared. Now, the most common browsers is SiteGround and Bluehost when using WordPress. So if you currently are using the caching plugins that come with those hosting platforms, I'm going to show you how to clear the cache. So in my top image, I have the SiteGround plugin, and you can see it here on the top navigation bar. You just click on that and it clears the cache for you. Now, by chance, if you're using Bluehost like I am, you'll see the word caching instead on the top if you're using their caching plugin, and you just click on Purge All, and that will take care of that issue. From there, you're going to go ahead and test your page again and see if that clears up the issue you were having with your Elementor by clicking on Pages, Edit with Elementor, and see if your Elementor loads up. If it did load up, then it was a caching issue with your hosting platform. If you're still having this issue, don't worry, we're going to try something else. Another problem that you could be having is your caching plugins need to be cleared. Now, 3 really great ones that are totally free that you should check out if you don't have one already is W3 Total Cache, W3 Super Cache, WP Fastest Cache. These 3 are the most awesome caching plugins you can use, and what they do for you is they help make your website load faster for your website viewers. I'm going to teach you how to clear the cache on each one of these if you're using them or if you choose to use them down the road. Now, with W3 Total Cache, you want to go to your left navigation, click on Performance, and under that menu, you're going to click on Dashboard. In the center screen, you're going to look for the button that says Empty All Caches. You want to click on that button and you're good to go. Now, if you're using WP Super Cache, in this one, you're going to click on Settings in your left-hand navigational bar, and in that menu, you'll find your WP Super Cache. And in there, you're going to look for Delete Cached Pages. You're going to click that button, and then that will clear that cache. For WP Fastest Cache, you're going to look for that in your left nav bar. It's going to be close to the bottom. It's going to have a cat head on it. Once you click on that, you're going to have a couple of tabs in your center screen. You want to click on the one that says Delete Cache. And in there, you want to scroll down and find the big blue button that says Delete Cache. And that's how you clear the cache for those 3 different types of plugins. So you know, only use one caching plugin at a time. Do not have more than one because it will cause confliction in your website, and you don't want that in your WordPress website. Once you're done clearing the cache with your plugins, you're going to test your Elementor to see if it'll load up. Click on Pages, find the page that you want to load up and make changes to, and click on Edit with Elementor. If it doesn't load up, then we're going to next test your browser. Now, for me, when I do my editing in my WordPress website, I mostly use Chrome because that's the one that has the most compatibility with everything across the board in WordPress from my experience. You can also use Edge and Firefox. I tend to have varying issues with either one of those when I'm dealing with problems with my WordPress site when I'm making edits, not on the front end. But we're going to talk through clearing the cache for each one of these. We're going to first go with Chrome. So if you have your Chrome browser open, click on the ellipses in the upper right hand corner, which are the 3 dots, and a menu will pop up. In that menu, click on More Tools. In the flyout menu, you're going to want the 3rd item from the top, and click on Clear Browsing Data. From there, a window is going to pop up. You want to click on, for the time range, all time. This is your best bet. Make sure it has all time in there. If it doesn't, just click on the little black arrow and select it from the drop down menu. Once you have that set up, next 2 things is the cookies and other site data and cache, image, and files. Those are the 2 you want to check. Once those boxes are checked, click on Clear Data. Once you click on the clear data, it's going to take a little while for it to do its thing. Don't worry. It's not deleting anything important that you need. Once it's done, then you can test your Elementor. For clearing your cache in Edge, you want to open up your Edge browser, click on the upper right hand corner where you see the 3 ellipses dots right here. In that menu, you click on Settings. Now when that window opens, you'll see the gray bar look to one of two ways. Either it'll be open like this, or it'll look like this thin bar right here. No matter which way it looks, you're looking for the lock, as you see right here, or the lock with the words privacy and security. No matter which way it looks, just make sure you click on the lock, and it'll bring you to this window, the privacy and security window. You want to find the button that says choose what to clear. This is very important. Make sure you click on that button. The next window that comes up is clearing browser data. Select these 3 buttons for cookies and saving website data, cache data and files, and tabs I have set aside or recently closed. So those are the ones you want to check. After you check those 3, click on the clear button. Once that's done, then you have cleared your Edge browser. What if you're using Firefox? Well, in Firefox, you open up that browser, and on the upper right hand corner, you're going to see the 3 lines. It's called a hamburger menu. I did not make that up. That's what it's called, and no, I'm not hungry right now. It's called the hamburger menu. So once you click on that, this menu will appear. You're looking for the options portion. So when you want to click on options, in that window, this will come up. You're also looking for the lock that says privacy and security. Once you click on that, the center pane window will change. You want to scroll down and find cookies and site data. From there, you want to look for the button that says clear data. The clear data window will pop up, and you want to click on the box that says cache web content. That's the box you want to check. Make sure it's checked, and you hit the clear button. There you go. You have cleared your cache for Firefox, Chrome, and Edge. Once that's done, you can go ahead and test the page you want to edit. Click on Pages, click on Edit with Elementor, and see if it loads up. If it does not load up, then the issue is not with the browser cache. And you can try this test with your WordPress dashboard in each one of the browsers. If they all do not load up your Elementor, that tells you that it's a different issue and it has nothing to do with that caching. But it's good to know how to clear your cache, because you never know if that's the real issue to begin with. And it's a very simple one to do. All right. Another thing that you could be having a problem with one of your browsers is your browser plugins are conflicting with Elementor. The main plugins that tend to have a problem with Elementor is your pop-up blocker or your ad blocker. And the ad blocker is more with Chrome. Pop-up blocker is more common with the other 2 browsers. So you want to turn that off and then try again by going back to your WordPress dashboard and clicking on Pages and Edit with Elementor and see if it loads up, because the pop-up blocker tends to keep the files that it needs for it to load from loading correctly. And this is we're done with the first section of testing. If yours did not pop up, then we're going to go to the second video. I do have a troubleshooting guide that shows you how to fix 7 different Elementor issues, including this specific issue, and it has all 4 of how you do it with all 4 of the videos in there. So I have the step-by-step written directions on how to do it, and I detail each step so there's not a single one missing. So that way it's really easy to follow. So you can fix any one of these issues. Why can't I see my changes in Elementor? How to fix Elementor when stuck on the loading screen. How to fix Elementor which is not loading error, which is that side panel on the left-hand side. Sometimes it doesn't come up. I show you how to fix that. How to fix missing content area in Elementor, and that's the box that pops up in the middle of your screen. How to fix the can't edit page in Elementor error, how to fix publish/update button not working in Elementor, which is very important when you want to save your changes, and how to fix the 500 error while using Elementor. These are the 7 most common problems with Elementor, and I went out and found the most detailed instructions on how to do it, so that way you don't have to suffer, because there are so many websites out there that only show you a small piece of how to do the troubleshooting for each one of these, but there's actually several different ways you can fix these problems, because sometimes one fix might not be the silver bullet you're looking for. I included all that troubleshooting and all that research that I did in one easy step-by-step guide for you to make your life so much easier. I hope you enjoyed my video. Like and subscribe. Leave me comments below. I look forward to reading your comments and answering your questions. If you're still having problems getting Elementor to load on your WordPress dashboard, stick with me. I'll see you in video part 2 of fixing this issue.